Hey, what's up, my dokus? Jason here, welcoming you back to more The Legend of Zelda, The Wind Waker. Last time, we went ahead and kind of wrapped up what I wanted to take care of here, around the Great Sea. Trying to think. Oh yeah, well, actually I know what we did. We went around and got every single treasure chart, or I guess treasure, from the treasure charts that we currently have on us. The only one we're missing is actually one that is near the Forsaken Fortress, which is why I haven't, I didn't go get it during that montage. The same with, the one we picked up right during the Withered Tree quest that we were doing. There was just, we were going to be coming here anyway, so there was not really a point in going out of my way to go grab them. But this time, we're going to be heading off towards the Forsaken Fortress, since now that we have the Master Sword, we are able to save our sister now. But before we do that, I keep forgetting that I'm not, I don't have the item to pick that up, but we're going to be doing one thing here at Star Island before we head off. There is a cave here. We go inside, and inside we will find some enemies. We can go ahead and defeat them pretty easily. There we go. There we go. How is my battery already dead? It's a good thing that my charger is just, like, literally right in front of my chair, because I don't understand how my battery was dying already. Which also, by the way, I do want to make note, since we have given all of the rewards for the joy pendants, you can, I think, still give her more. I think she takes up to actually 99. I don't know if she gives you anything beyond that. I actually don't remember. But it's completely up to you, I guess. The one that we'd mainly want to keep collecting even after we, have enough for his reward is actually these skull necklaces, because once we get the main reward for them, the person that we give them to later on, which we will get a chance to see, they will actually give you a good range between like 20 rupees to something I think even bigger. I don't even know exactly how high up it goes. I think it depends on the amount of skull necklaces you have. So basically, they're a good grinding spot with getting rupees if you get a lot of joy pendants, or not joy pendants, skull necklaces. Anyway, we have a chest here. Inside said chest, we have a heart piece. That's our fourth one. It gets us up to 14 hearts. Not bad at all. Now it's finally time. Once I find our boat, there he is. It's finally time to head to the Forsaken Fortress. We haven't been here since episode 3. And I think it's time for some payback. Long overdue payback. Which, how convenient that it's turned to daytime, but as soon as we get over here, it turns to nighttime. However, I'm just going to want to come over here real quick, because there is in fact this treasure chest. Or it's this sunken treasure. Which should be here. There we go. Which contains 200 rupees. Told you we'd get our money back. Alright, so now what I want to do, or what we want to do, is actually just go ahead and basically blow a hole in the side of the fortress to enter in.
Ganon has likely been made aware of our little incursion already. But you have the Master Sword. That sword shall shine in the darkness, casting back evil. With it in your hands, none can keep you from rescuing your sister. Do not be afraid.
Alrighty. Do not be afraid. Well, we shall not. One, we're going to refill our health. But now, let's go ahead and head around. And as you can see, since we have the Master Sword, we can literally walk within the searchlights and nothing will happen. Actually, I think the searchlights have changed a little bit, yeah. Or at least, or I guess not. I thought they looked like they had changed, but they actually didn't. But here we have Phantom Ganon. We are going to want to play a typical video game, or I guess even Zelda game more thing. Typical Zelda game, you know, I don't know how to word it, like a mini game with him. Basically, we're going to be playing Dead Man's Volley with an energy ball that he shoots. You can do this with the Master Sword, or you can actually use an empty bottle to whack it back at him. However, you know, the Master Sword is the only thing that will damage him. That's why, like, for example, in Wind Waker Randomizer, you actually have to have the Master Sword in order to get the reward from Phantom Ganon, just simply because the Master Sword is the only thing that damages him. And he has disappeared for the time being. And he leaves behind a treasure chest for us. This treasure chest contains one of the best items in the game, the Skull Hammer. This mighty hammer can break things and pound obstacles into the ground. Some enemies can even get stunned by the shockwaves it causes when you pound the ground with it. You want to talk about a powerful weapon? Look at what this does. It flattens enemies. Flattens the bowcoat or the mini blins. This is one of my personal favorite weapons. I love the hammers in Zelda games, and Skull Hammer is definitely, like, literally one of the best. Look what happens if I can show it. I want to try to track down a mini blend because I want to. You can actually swing. Look at that. You swing it. You swing it like that. It like just makes enemies fly. Like, look at that. That is insane. But anyway, let's go ahead and head inside and start making our way back up to where Aryll is. Since this is our second visit, something that is actually worth noting is if there is anything you did not grab here, you can now go grab it. Like before, if you missed out on that heart piece that we got on our first visit, you can now go grab that and you won't get caught. That's kind of the best part about the second visit, is that you basically are not having to do a stealth mission at all. But there is a chest here, where I'm going to go ahead and pick it up, that we missed out on. Just has 10 rupees, but, you know, it's still a worthwhile chest. And there's this Moblin, like, laser statue thing. It's going to shoot a laser out. You want to be careful of that. But with that, actually not sure where I want to go with this. Because I think what we're going to want to do is use our Deku Leaf And fly over here. Go ahead and defeat you. And then we can keep moving forward. And I believe that's actually, since we got everything, or all those things last, we got all those things last visit, I do actually believe that, that is, you know, that is every, treasure chest that we can get here. So we've got all the chests, we've got all the items, we've got everything we need out of this fortress. The only thing that this place does not have is a boss key. And that's just because, you know, they didn't exactly put a boss, put a, you know, boss key hole on the area where Aryll is being held. You know, they wanted to make our lives easier. Okay, so now that we're up here, we're gonna have more mini blends, just kind of messing with us. Don't need to worry about them. You can whack them around with, with the skull hammer, but you don't need to really worry about anything when it comes to them. Go ahead and change the wind direction, because while we can sidle across here, now that we have the Deku Leaf, we literally basically can just fly across these gaps. It's actually the reason why I didn't go and, it's why I didn't go and, you know, take out that searchlight. Is because while if we get seen by the searchlight, we will have things shot at us. Just changing the wind direction and flying with the Deku Leaf is much quicker than sidling, especially since sidling, they have a much easier way to kind of hit us. We're basically a bigger target that way. But yeah, we've now made it back up to the door where Aryll is being held. Just use the skull hammer on this switch, and now we can head inside. Let's go save Aryll.
Brother! It's that boy. You're okay. I was worried.
The cell won't open that easily. There you go. Acting before you think, as usual. I swear, do you even realize that we had to draw that monster bird off for you? It was about to come flying in here after you again. That sword! Where did you get that? Are you... is it even possible? How could it be? Well, never mind about that. For now, we'll just take these girls. I'm sure their fathers back in town will pay a handsome reward for their return.
Hey, mister, this is no way to treat a lady. Unhand me this moment!
Wait, I haven't said goodbye to Mo yet.
I'm so sorry to interrupt such a heartwarming reunion. But isn't there still something that you need to take care of? If you're worried about your sister, don't be. I promise I'll deliver her safely back to your little island. Normally, I'd expect a huge reward for something like this, but this time, it's my treat. Listen, Aryll, your brother still has some things to take care of. Big, important, grown-up things. He'll be back soon, so you just wait nice and quiet until he returns, okay?
But, Big Brother...
Miss Tetra, we have to hurry! The bird will be here any second!
Gonzo, excellent! You're just in time. Take this one for me.
Huh? But she's
fine! Just do as you're told!
Oh.
Big Brother!
Link, we'll be back. I swear it.
It's finally time. Welcome to the boss fight against the Helmaroc King. My favorite boss personally in Wind Waker, and also just, I think it's just such a, it's very much of a nostalgic fight, because one, yes, I love the Wind Waker, but also like, think about this for a second. He kidnapped Aryll, he threw us into the ocean, and now he's come back in and wanting to kick our butts. Yeah, I think it's time that we teach him a lesson, and it's a lesson that we've been waiting too long for. So, for most of this fight, which we're almost to the end of this segment here, basically you're just going to want to climb the tower and get to the top here. Getting to the top, we'll have the Helmaroc King here, just putting his face down. All you gotta do is slam his face with the skull hammer, and he'll fall into the water. You can actually, I think the water is continuously rising, even after this, but you could technically wait and see the water rise. But we're not going to do that, we're just going to come up here and continue on. And now starts the true battle. So what the Helmaroc King is going to do is he's going to land down here. You're going to want to basically just get out of the way when he pecks into the ground and use the skull hammer to crack his mask. As you can see, there is a little crack there. Basically, we're going to want to do that a few more times, and then we'll be able to really show him who's boss. So go ahead and get in front of him. I usually like to just get in front of him and then, you know, backflip out of the way. And now he's going to go up high again. There are a few attacks that he will do. Like there, he does a kind of diving attack where, in this case, he actually ran into the wall there. It's kind of the comedy of Wind Waker, is that there are a few times where he'll try to, you know, dive at you and ends up running into a wall just for comedic relief. Like right there, he did it again. It doesn't really affect him, like I don't know if it breaks his mask any further. But, you know, he's basically has that diving attack, he does a dancing around on the stage here, and he just continuously flies around. Oh, I've actually never seen it when he runs into the wall from that perspective. That's actually interesting, and that's actually really cool. I've never in my life seen what his face looks like when he runs into the wall. So that's actually cool. I get to have that in my Let's Play. Awesome. So, go ahead and hit his mask again. It's nearly cracked fully. Hopefully that means that we can very much break it in the within the next go around. Here he's still going to, you know, dive at us. You just kind of, I guess you just kind of dodge out of the way, or you can also try to slide under his claws. Now he's gonna come back at us. He does have a dancing pound attack where he basically dances. He does like kind of this dance thing around the floor. But now that his head is revealed, like his true face, we can also attack that. And we can just use the Master Sword, you can use the Skull Hammer, you can use boomerang, arrows, basically anything you want to damage him there. Yeah, I'm sadly not going to be able to show off his dancing little thing here, because I don't think he's going to do it. But we can, you know, I'll at least try to show it off in maybe a bonus video or something. Alright, go ahead and grab our heart container. That gives us 15 now. And I guess let's head up to where we saw that mysterious shadow when we first came here.